Mm, 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 mm. Who picked Mike Evans? The dude you were just talking to? Mm. Oh Lord, they making it have some man. Man, I hope Stephon fall to me then. Shoot, it's gonna be between him and Wagner. I really want Isaiah Simmons, but you done made me realize that I probably won't get him.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up
Oh Lord,
with
I
the
gotta
Las
change this
Vegas
kicking leg.
Raiders.
Hey, I need that sucker to be kicking
That'll be
right.
taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Raiders, Carr to Waller.
I knew what he was doing. That was my fault.
On first down, Carr. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, Raiders.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 7.
How about the
Joker ran a slant, and I kept running right by.
He's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Smack.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target.
Right.
And it's 3rd and short.
Well,
We done broke the
coverage
ice
on the
now.
outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now some movement before
Good.
the snap.
You can't
And
be
we'll hear
doing
from
all
our
that.
referee for the
Audible.
first time this afternoon.
Face here.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
That's me.
And
Let's go.
it'll be intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked up by
Don't
the
try me
rookie
like
Jeremy
that.
Chin. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out
Get him
so
out the
well.
way.
It certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater.
Man, I got lucky then.
11 yards in a Panther 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. McCaffrey on the toss right. Whoosh.
Get him out the way,
Sheds himself
McCaffrey.
free. The
Get him out the way,
20,
McCaffrey.
10,
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go, baby. Let's go defense.
That'll
Well,
be taken
we are
about a
bend,
yard
but don't
deep.
break defense.
And beyond the 20,
That's
but
it.
not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Run back. Run back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a 1st drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Carr gonna
Get off
give
the
it to
block. Get
Jacobs.
off the block.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his car on third down.
That's me. Let's go.
Trying to get it to runs, but it's intercepted.
That's that free agent pickup. Yes, sir.
Back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Come on, line.
Right around the 41-yard line.
Poor hamstring return son.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
All right, let's get some of this yardage
Second
back.
and 20. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
Wow.
And that'll hurt the
Oh,
average
he came
a bit
off
as
that
this
block
time
so
they're able to
fast.
get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Hey, you had to call him
deep in the
that?
bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down the marker, and it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Dang it, man. Can't believe I got sacked.
Score Panthers 7, Raiders nothing. Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Get in there, boy.
Right through. And the lead moves
Hey,
to
we only playing
10-0.
6-minute quarters.
So good kick there.
Ain't these games gonna go by
Off the drive
fast.
with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have
Oh,
to
that's
be
me.
a quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yes, sir. Let's go. There you go, Rook.
Yetur Gross Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And Walker has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
There's the reach out.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
No, boy.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling
no,
as the game
I'm not.
moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there and laugh and think, all right,
hey, McCaffrey is acting a donkey, man.
I get some more, and he'll be encouraging his offensive line.
McCaffrey had like 6 carries for almost 100 yards.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
He might be up.
Oh, let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating.
He done gave up already.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando.
Yeah, he ain't never done a fantasy draft like me.
Scores from around the NFL. Here on this pressure comes in.
Well, I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, boy. Hey, I can't change direction. I'm running like in a circle.
Not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting out.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Come on, Rook.
The passing game not in sync here early.
Rook gotta catch that.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Free agency pickup. Let's see what McCoy gonna do. LeSean McCoy, let's go, boy.
The Panthers
Let's go.
out there and ready to begin their next
Oh, you got to block this
They have to
time,
be
though.
pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns
come on.
on their first 3 possessions.
Come
They're
on.
playing so well right now. The field
9
goal probably
carries,
feels like a
104, 2
disappointment.
touchdowns.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, I figured you would change.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved.
I know, man.
More plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Oh, I seen that was going to be ugly.
Back at the 47.
Oh, shoot, I ain't even do that. I ain't even do that at all. No,
So we
shoot.
reach
Oh,
halftime
damn.
here on opening
I should have tried to
weekend.
score.
As
I
we'll
ain't
send
even
you
know
down
the
the
doggone
coast
it
now
was
to
about to be
Warren
another
Meadows, where we
second
find
quarter.
Jonathan Coachman
Why you
ready
didn't tell
with our
me,
EA
man? Come
Sports
on.
halftime report. Coach.
Come on, man. Come on, Raiders, man. You should have told me the whole time out, dude.
Back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback.
I know he's finna try me. Watch. Watch he try me.
This
Watch he try
Carolina
me. Oh, he
offense
in
at
cover
the
4.
line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see
Just
them
ahead
when
of
we
him,
kick off in
dude.
the second
Cover
half.
4. I knew he was in cover 4. He in cover 4 again. No, he in cover 4 show 2. He in cover 4 show 2.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Hey, another free agency pickup. Nelson Aguilar. Thank you, whoever dropped me.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down.
know, man.
And I
That's
just remember as a
how I've been
player,
talking.
when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
Man, we be having the
look
whisper
out.
right now,
But
bro.
that was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
You're scared.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted
Use
a
alert.
3rd time.
They go
Picked
rook.
off by
They go
rookie
rook.
Jeremy Chin. And he will score.
They go rook.
Touchdown, Panthers. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping
Hey,
to
it's
grow
30 to
and
nothing,
roll as
Mo.
the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't
Rook got
match
it. Rook
what
got
the
him a
kid
pick
brings to the
6.
table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Man.
So they'll get another shot on
Hey,
offense following that
and we're
pick
playing
6.
6-minute
And now the
quarters,
kick
and we
is
just
away.
a minute into the 3rd quarter.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Hey,
line.
tell Jimbo to hit up McCoy. Oh,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Let me lose.
Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle.
38-9.
And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
Swagger alert. Swagger alert.
Just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary.
Good one, boy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I thought when Josh
Hey,
Jacobs was
Joker
coming
ain't
out of the
throwing no
University
more.
of
He like,
Alabama,
shoot,
he was an
I just
absolute
run it.
perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the
I
Raiders.
just run it.
And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led
Oh,
the
he's
NFL
throwing it.
rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a
Hey, he's
workhorse who
surprised
can
me,
carry the
man.
football
He
in any
surprised me on that.
situation and catch it out of the
Please
backfield.
tell.
First down, Raiders.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Slow tail.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained
I would've
5
just
yards
dropped
on
him.
it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit
No,
5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
From the gun now on third down, Carr dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Run to the
sideline.
sideline.
The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Ain't even nobody even chasing.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs.
Oh, he fumbled.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return
Sorry,
starts
Queen. Sorry,
at the
Queen.
39-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for this.
Hey, they gonna reverse it, man.
In this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Buying time to his left.
Good pass.
Reception here by
Good
Ruggs.
pass.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jacobs, the Raider ball carrier. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Who you
at
playing?
The 7-yard line.
Oh, yeah. He always talking jump. Yeah, the one that be talking jump. Yeah. Yeah, he always be talking
So 2nd and goal when we return. Yeah. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yep.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Henry Ruggs.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tap.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd
sack. He preserving the no-show shutout. Kick a field goal. Please tell.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3
I gotta start using that,
It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
For the opponents,
out
I
there
guess.
ready to begin their next drive. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow. I like like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Check 26, check 26.
Bridgewater again. Completes it to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
The 4-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Boy.
And that is incomplete.
You may get over the top now.
Brings up 2nd down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Henry Ruggs just got over the top on me, boy. Like it wasn't nothing.
Throwing again. Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, Lord.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And we are inside of
6-2.
2 minutes left in this lopsided
Okay,
affair.
Nicholson. That's 2 of them, boy. That's 2 of them, boy.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Short yardage, Bridgewater.
Oh, Bridgewater.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
Come on,
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
Somebody send me a quarterback.
You can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
this joker,
there are a lot of people
like
watching
8
the
for
body language of the
20
guys on
something
the
with
field
5
now. And if
picks.
they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Room here to run. And this return is going to be halted right around
Let's swagger it. 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 Airplane, we flying in. We done
They just got to
landed.
be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Taken
Call
down.
it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team who puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The point after is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games.
Well,